Well, you probably should be in the tutorial unless you feel weird being in it. So come stand like here or something. There we go. Okay. We just need to be able to see our torsos, our tummies, and our chests and our mouths mainly. Okay. So this is a breathing exercise tutorial. So after your lesson today, when your parents are like, what did you work on today? You can be like, my teacher showed me how to breathe. And your parents are going to be like, we're not paying for you to learn how to breathe. Please stop lessons immediately. But for singing, you actually do have to learn how to breathe in a certain way. So this breathing exercise for you to practice.
By the way, if you're confused about like when to breathe,
Oh,
So-
yes, every time you see one of these breath marks,
so
this is what you're supposed to
at
do.
the beginning of Concone, they leave you breath marks in the book. So like that is a breath mark. It's basically like a comma.
Like an apostrophe.
Oh yeah, apostrophe. Yeah.
Yeah, an upside down comma, I guess.
Yeah.
So every time you see one of those breath marks, this is what I want you to do. I want you to inhale in a certain way. So first step is to open your mouth. Because I never want to see or hear you breathing in through your nose while you're singing, only through your mouth. So you'll open your mouth like this. Pretty easy, right? Can you do that? And so I can fit, this is the same shape you make for an ah vowel, so I can fit 3 fingertips between my upper and lower teeth, like this. It's very tall and open. And so if I make that shape, I can easily get lots of air into my vocal tract, like this. So try that again. I'm not even trying to breathe, just. And so you could make this shape happen 2 different ways. You could, like, with your muscles, push your mouth open like this. And, like, hold it like that. Like my baby, he gets really excited sometimes and he'll be like that. He does that with his mouth. You could do that. That's not what I want you to do, though. I'm hoping for you to just let your jaw flop open. So try that. So it's really relaxed. Yeah. You should kind of look like how you look when you're yawning.
Except you're not really like closing your eyes.
Yeah, you can keep your eyes open. And the next thing we can think about is our tongue. What we're going to do with our tongue. So we'll put the tip against the roots of the lower teeth. Just like we talked about for vowels, we want to feel both teeth and gum with the tip of our tongue. So when your jaw flops down, the tongue goes with it. So give that a try. Give your tongue a little ride. In the middle of your tongue, you can just sort of like let the tongue be relaxed. But in the back, where the base of your tongue is, in the picture over there you can see, we want to think of relaxing the base of the tongue, which is sort of a feeling like if you had a sandbag on the base of your tongue, or like a little pillow full of sand, or like a weighted blanket on the base of your tongue. So like the feeling of if you're maybe going to swallow something. Can you feel that? Like the back of your tongue can sink down. Can you feel that? Yeah. Oh. And at the same time, I can stretch open in the back of my throat like I'm yawning. And if I try to open my throat and open my mouth like that, like I'm creating like a big tunnel in my throat, like my throat is so open and so wide, try that. I can't stop the air from coming in.
Yeah,
Can you? No. So, like, you know, if you take an empty cup and you push the empty cup to submerge the cup under water, water rushes to fill the empty cup, right?
Mhm.
Because the empty cup is surrounded by water pressure. So the water pushes to get inside the cup. Well, we are surrounded by air pressure, but we can't see air like we can see water, right? But so if you just open, the air will push inside of you because of the air pressure. It wants to enter any open space we make. So it's not a lot of effort, you just have to make the shape. So let's practice one more time. Open in the front. Let your tongue sink down in the back. Let the back of your mouth stretch open like a yawn. And you can actually yawn if you want. And you can't stop the air from coming in. So if we think of a cup and water again, if you put a cup under a faucet, turn the water on, the water goes all the way to, yeah, take lots of drinks, to the bottom of the cup, right? And then the water fills the cup up from the bottom to the top. Have you seen that before? When you fill, yeah. So that's kind of what we want to think of our air doing. We'll let the air sink all the way to the bottom and fill up from the bottom. So if we just release our abdominal wall like this, can you see where my hands are on my tummy? So watch from the side view, like this way, because it's easiest to see this way. I'm going to release my tummy wall, my tummy muscles. Do you see how my tummy popped out? So I open on top, I make the shape, the air rushes in, and I let the air sink all the way down. You're not actually breathing into your tummy, but it sort of feels like that, so I'm just going to say it that way. Let the air go into your tummy. Like you can imagine that it is. It's actually going into your lungs, or else something has gone terribly wrong, but it's kind of helpful to think of it that way. So we open and then release. So can you just stand with your hands on your tummy like this and release your tummy muscles like that? And kind of like your mouth shape we were talking about, you can cause your tummy to pop out when you breathe for two different reasons. I can use my muscles to push my tummy out. So put your hand on my tummy. Sorry, I know it's kind of weird, but this is part of voice lessons, feeling people's bodies, so feel this. You feel that? And now that was me pushing my tummy out with my muscles, and now I'm going to release. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
So now put your hands on your own tummy.
Like whenever you like do the first option, it's like more sudden and stuff.
Yes, because you have to push with a lot of force. So now put your hands on your own tummy, push your tummy out the way we want, and now release your tummy. So it just sort of flops into your hands. Okay, and so now we'll open on top, let the air rush in, and then let your tummy release at the same time so the air can go all the way down, okay? You feel like you felt it? Now put your hand on my tummy and feel me. Okay, do you feel comfortable with me putting my hand on your tummy? It's okay if not, but if you'd rather not, it's okay. Put your hands on your own tummy and see if you can feel. It should sort of feel like if you're yawning. So that's the way I want you to inhale every time you see a breath mark when you're singing. But then the second half of the exercise is called a candle blow. And that's what you'll do when you're just doing a breathing exercise. You'll exhale the air out of the exit route for your vocal tract, which is your lips. But when you're singing, you'll inhale the same way we just inhaled, but instead of blowing the air out, you'll sing a phrase. So this is the breathing exercise when you're not singing. You inhale like this, and then contract your abdominal wall like this, like you're trying to blow out a candle. So put your hands on your tummy, let your tummy release, open your mouth. So we make an ah vowel to inhale, and make an oo vowel to exhale. So let me see you try it. Open. Release your tummy to inhale. Contract your tummy to exhale. Open. So that's called a candle blow exercise. And while you are exhaling, we want to keep the back part of your mouth stretched open as wide as we can. instead of letting everything collapse like really tight, we also, if you look at your chest and shoulders, and you can put one hand on your tummy, one hand on your chest if you want, we don't want to see movement like this up here. Not that you have to like hold your shoulders still or try not to move your chest. It just doesn't need to happen. So if you're just breathing the right way, you won't see any movement here. This is what you would want to avoid. See how my chest, and you can hear when I'm talking, my voice sounds a little strained.
Mm-hmm.
Because when your air is up high like this, you can put too much pressure on your little delicate vocal folds when you're pushing the air out with your muscles from your abdominal wall. So let's do one more breathing exercise, and you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy. Release and open. Good. Were you able to feel the stretched open feeling in the back of your throat? So when I write in your journal here, breathing exercises, candle blows. See what that means to do?
Yeah.
And so you could do like a candle blow between each of your exercises that you're singing from Concone. Like do a candle blow and then sing an exercise. Take a drink between. Because the breathing exercises will dry out your vocal tract, unfortunately. And or you could do like 5 or 10 candle blows in a row before you start singing, or in between your exercises and your songs. Do you have any questions about that, or you think you understand what to do? You think you got it? Okay. Good work.